Today, I'll show you 3 simple moves to help you build strength in your wrists and your forearms so that you can feel a lot more confident and comfortable in your yoga practice. So if your wrists have been hurting in poses like plank or a downward facing dog, then you'll definitely want to give these a try. And stay tuned for the last one because it's the technique that's made the biggest difference in my practice. Okay, so let's get started. The first one is very simple. These are sometimes called fist pumps, but I like to call them starfish. You spread your fingers out as wide as you can, so very active, and then make fists. And then go back and forth between these 2 positions. I like to start slow and then pick up the pace. And then you're eventually going to work up to going as fast as you can. And still make sure you're hitting those 2 points. Woo. And if you're going fast enough for long enough, you will definitely feel some work happening through your forearms. And that's good. That's what we want. This is always something great to do just to warm up your wrists and the muscles around your wrists. Woo. Give it a little shake. You're welcome to repeat that if you like, especially if you weren't quite feeling it yet. I promise if you do it fast enough and long enough, you will feel that. Okay, the next technique. Come around to your hands and knees. This kind of builds on what we just did. You're going to place the back of your hands on the mat. Let me show you here with the fingers facing in towards each other. Okay? And then make a fist the best you can here. It can be a little awkward. If you can't make a full fist, do not worry about it. Just do your best. And this does not have to be fast. This is more about just feeling that stretch. Do this for about 10 times. Make sure your arms are straight here. Don't let the elbows bend. Okay. And then sit back, give your wrists a little break. And we'll go to our final technique. And this is my personal favorite, the one that has really been effective for both my practice and it's really been beneficial for my students' practice as well to help build their wrist strength over time. They're called wrist push-ups, sometimes called palm ups. So come into your classic tabletop position, hands and knees. First, float your thumb. So we're not really using our thumbs much for this. And then all we're going to do is start to lift up the palms. So lift up from your wrists up to your fingertips, palm ups, and then come back down. I like to move really slowly here, using lots of control. Feeling every little sensation. You can even do one hand at a time. That could be really effective. And this is not only building strength in your wrists and your forearms, but it's also really training us, if you will, or teaching us not to dump all of our weight down into the wrists. We're practicing shifting that weight forward, spreading the work through the rest of our hands. And I recommend doing this for about 10 times a day. Again, please don't rush it. Take your time. If you did that with me, let me know if you feel that, because I certainly do. And again, I've been practicing yoga for, oh goodness, I've been teaching for 10 years. I've been practicing probably for about 20 years, and I didn't learn these techniques until years into my practice. And I really wish that someone had introduced them to me earlier, so I really hope they're helpful for you. Anything like this is only going to be beneficial if you do it on a consistent, repeated basis. So please don't just do it once and never again. The strength will build over time. It's not a magic bullet. You just really need to stick with it consistently. And it just takes a few seconds. So please save this video for any time you'd like to revisit it. So over time, what we've just done today will strengthen the muscles that support your wrists for poses like plank, downward facing dog, if chaturanga is in your practice, anything like that. In the meantime, until you build up that strength, I've put together a wrist-friendly playlist for you here on YouTube with some modifications, both some options with props that could help, and some options without props, a 5-minute wrist warm-up, and also just some tips to take some of the pressure off your wrists while you practice. And that way you can still really enjoy your practice, feel comfortable and confident in your practice while you're continuing to build that upper body strength. So you can click right on the screen here to go explore that playlist, and I hope you have a beautiful day.